I just got home from work. It's time to relax, time to change from my business attire into my casual attire. You may not know this about me, but for 28 years I've been taking a nap every single day, about 15 minutes, and I wake up automatically. I started doing that when I joined the Air Force in 1996. My first job, I was a firefighter, and we would have lunch midday, followed by a quick nap in between, and I've been doing that for 28 years. Not an hour or 2 hour nap, 15 minutes. And I'm gonna go do that right now, but I wanna be a person that keeps my word. Yesterday, in the video that I made, I said I wanna be more active because I have so many notes written down and in my head, and I want to stick to that as opposed to being a month before next video. I'm gonna lose people's attention that way. Here's what I wanna talk about, things that I wish I was taught. And the title of this video is Seeking Coping Skills. You have to learn how to cope when life happens. Life is a beautiful thing, but there's a lot of challenges in between here and there. If this is your life from here to here, I guarantee you somewhere in here you're gonna have challenges. And how are you gonna cope with that? And to be fair, my mom, who raised me, did teach me some coping skills. Some. I learned a lot more by paying attention and growing up. Coping skills for what? Let's say you apply for college and you do not get accepted and you have to go the community college route, or you didn't get accepted to the school of your choice, your number one choice. Well, there's a saying out there that says there are many roads that lead to Rome. In other words, there's many ways to get to your destination. And that could be the school of your choice, or it could be another school. Or coping skills for when your first breakup happens, your first true love breakup with your boyfriend or girlfriend. How are you going to deal with that? Or how did you deal with that if that happened to you in the past already? Or coping skills for maybe even bigger things in life. Maybe it's divorce, maybe it is losing the job, that your dream job or your career job. I was in the Air Force, I was active duty, had about 10 years active duty, when the Air Force said you have to leave active duty because we have too many people. And I'm blessed with something called Outlook. I'm filthy rich when it comes to Outlook, but also know that I'm human just like you, and I'm gonna have my challenges, and sometimes they're gonna be, hey, I can get through it. Sometimes it's gonna be a little bit more difficult. My point is not that I can walk on water when it comes to dealing with life, because I am just like you as well. But going back to Outlook, I learn as soon as I can what I have to learn so I can get back up and press forward. Or what about coping skills when somebody dies? 7 years ago, I was at work and my wife called me, missed call because I was busy. My nephew called me, missed call because I was busy. My wife texted me, and for the record, my nephew doesn't call me. So my wife texted me and said, hey, I need you to call home, please. At that point, I knew something was up. I didn't know what. But I called my wife and she said, hey, are you in your office? And I said, yes. And she said, are you sitting down? And I said, yes. And she said, I hate to tell you this, but your mom passed. And that's how I found out 7 years ago that my mom passed. It was Valentine's Day, which is crazy, right? But so how did I cope with that? And it gets even deeper in the sense that I didn't even talk to my mom for 10 months because we had a little conflict or disagreement. And so I never got to say goodbye to my mom. How do I cope with that? The answer is I am the person that I am because of my mom. I think I said that yesterday, or I thought it in the previous video. And I celebrate my mom. I always have. I would call her every Sunday. The disagreement that we had was because of something that she did that I didn't agree with. So when I brought it up to her, she got bothered. She started to say a few things and hung up on me. And I was like, I know I didn't do anything, so I'm gonna sit this one out. Seek coping skills because life is a beautiful thing, but there's a lot of challenges between here and here. So how do you seek coping skills? Hopefully you're surrounded by a good community of people, whether it's in your personal life or at work. There are good people everywhere. I believe in that 100%. Seek them. And if you move every 3 years or every 6 years, there are good people at your next destination. Seek them out. It could be in your church. It could be at work. It could be at your school. Sometimes we need coping skills and we don't have them, or we're not the best at them. I'm not saying I'm the best, but I can handle a lot. And I'm not saying I can handle everything, but I can handle a lot. And I seek good people. I seek my wife first and foremost for sound input. And sometimes I'm going to hear something from her that I don't really want to hear. But if she's right, I'm going to take it and I'm going to be like, okay, thank you. And I thank her for that. You have to have coping skills because how are you going to survive when a big challenge comes your way? And challenges, my challenge may be big, yours may be bigger, yours may be smaller, but it's important to us. It affects us. Seek coping skills. When was the last time you heard that? I'm going to guess that most people probably haven't heard that statement. Seek coping skills so you can rebound and get back up and continue. Because I'm telling you, I say it often, life is a beautiful thing. My dad gave me some input when he took me, my parents were divorced, and when he took me back to the airport after I had taken care of my mom's affairs for 15 days, he said, life is good, enjoy the gift. And I hope you can get something out of this. Have a good day.